Ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to have the coin toss and then the kickoff. Starting lineup, FC Camerhogne in green. In goal, number 30, Chad Phillip. Captain, number 19, Kwesi Theodore. Number 20, Jonathan Williams. Number 5, Cameron Marshall. Number 17, Christian James. Number 18, Patrick Modest. Number 6, Oren Williams. Number 7, Raheem Stevens. Number 10, Roma Frank. Number 22, Raheem Griffith. And number 9, Jamal Telesford. The team is coached by Anthony Modest. Starting lineup for Sunjets United. Number 22, Keron Alexander. Number 15, Kendon John. Number 14, Kellon Joseph. Number 6, Neron Gooden. Number 21, Kevil John. Number 5, Kevon Jones. Number 20, Wendell Bitasi. Number 10, Stephen Francis. Number 7, Donnell Braffett. Number 17, Keishon Passy. Number 3, Twain Francis. The team is coached by Bevon Andrew. Your referee for today's match, in the middle, Michael Stanislaus. He's assisted by Alison Phillip and Junior Cyrus, your photo official, Vina Wilson. Referees are assessed by Mr. Valman Bido.
Good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the 11th anniversary of the Waggy-T Super Knockout Football Tournament. We're here live at the Q&A James National Stadium in downtown St. George's, the spice capital of Grenada, and we're happy to bring it to you live wherever you are throughout the world on your mobile devices. And so to bring you the commentary today is none other than Mr. Keith Patrick, I beg your pardon, and myself, Leslie Smith, to let you know that the opening match today features the FC Camerhogne and the Sunjets. FC Camerhogne in the fluorescent green, in possession of the ball at the moment, and Sunjets in the red and black outfits. Patrick, I mean, it's the very first game of the tournament. A lot of expectations from the fans, from the viewers out there of the various teams. You have any projections so far in these early stages?
In particular, are you speaking about this game or the tournament?
Well, your overall expectations.
Well, I expect the tournament to be, again, a very exciting one. This year there are 21 teams participating, and we look forward to a good quality football, and I'm looking forward to the better teams going through. Nevertheless, it's football. It's a game played on the field, and despite what we think about the players who encounter in each team, I think the better teams will go forward. So we're looking forward to a great tournament, and it mustn't be remiss of me not to really mention the significant contribution that Mr. Reddard is playing in terms of having football for the young people, but I mean the consistency with which he has been doing this for the past 11 years.
Well, it's day one, game one in the Waggy-T Super Knockout Football Tournament 2020. A random goal here by Carmahan. This could be goal number 1, and he squanders a golden opportunity here, Patrick. What a miss by this young man. That's Roma Frank.
Well, he had a golden opportunity to put FC Camerhogne in front. He was alone with the goalkeeper, but I think he actually didn't play the ball coming off the right side of his feet. He should have centered himself because he was alone. He could have cornered the goalkeeper and had the choice to put the ball in any part of the net. Nevertheless, he missed, and that's an opportunity going for FC Camerhogne.
Well, Patrick, I can tell you, if Carmahan does not win this game, Roma Frank would not have a good rest tonight.
Certainly not. And Anthony Modest.
That was actually in the second minute of play. But here comes Carmahan again down the right-hand side. Challenge here by a defender here. And problems clearing the ball here. Here comes Stephen Rhymes, Stephen. And it ricochets off a defender. But again, a lot of pressure applied here. That time it was Jonathan Williams coming down the right-hand side. And FC Carmahan enjoying some good moments in the early stages.
Certainly, I expect them to, a team who will be playing in a higher league than Sunjets outfit. So I'll expect them to be pressuring that outfit in the early stages of this encounter.
And for those of you who don't know, FC Camerhogne is in the Premier League of the GFA football tournament. And they would have won all of the games in the conferences to be playing now in their third season in the GFA Premier League. Also, what I can tell you of the FC Camerhogne, most of their players here would have been members of the recently St. George's Royal Cannons team in the Pure Grenada Cup.
Yes,
so
certainly.
it's a close bunch knit of team here, coached by Anthony Nixon Modeste, who would have had a stint at the national senior men's team as a coach as well. And here they come again, directed into the 6-yard box, and the defense under some pressure, having to concede the second corner of the match. So Sunjets under some pressure in the early runnings.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, and they have to take cognizance of the fact that the throw-in was very far above the middle part of the field, and if this consistency continues, it's going to be a problem for Sunjets for the whole encounter.
Well, I had a chat with Coach Anthony Modeste before this game started, and I will tell you what number he called. But here comes the corner. Towards the back of the penalty area. It's going to be another corner, 3 within the first minute and a half, I would think,
yeah,
within the last 90 minutes.
Yes, certainly.
So that gives you an indication as to the amount of pressure that is being given here, or exerted here by FC Camerhogne.
I'm observing the Sunjets outfit seem not to be actually able to mark the forwards of Camerhogne, and they seem to be running all over the place at the moment. That's the fourth
consecutive corner.
Indicative of the pressure that Camerhogne is putting on Sunjets.
But let's look at what's happening inside of the penalty area. It's a very crowded penalty area, and FC Camerhogne should have a set play designed for this kind of situation. It's not a good corner here, but comes away with Stephen. He has a crack and goal, but comes off the defender, and Sunjets now looking to muster a counter-attack of some sort, but Ryan Stephen recovers nicely here to help out on defense, and it's now with goalkeeper Chad Phillip for FC Camerhogne. He takes his time about it here to find his right half, who is Jonathan Williams. Williams looking to find Roma Frank, and here comes, he's been caught in offside position here, but again, we see good build up here from FC Camerhogne, looking to structure some passes from the back, linking through the midfield and coming through to the forwards.
Certainly. And I think it's well coordinated, it's well organized. You can see it's a pattern of play that has been practiced for this tournament. And I don't think that Sunjets is really coping with the speed with which the Camerhogne players are, the movements on the ball.
Here comes FC Camerhogne again. Not a good touch, a good defensive work indeed to avoid any danger. But it was Roma Frank on this occasion who was trying to make that move to go past the central defender, but good defense on this occasion.
Certainly. I think as the game progresses on, you can see the Sunjet outfit settling, even though they are under tremendous pressure at the moment, but they're seeming to get in their act together. They have not had many touches of the ball, but all in all, it's good. The goal is still 0-0, and we'll watch to see what transpires.
Well, we're in the 6th minute of play, and FC Camerhogne enjoying greater possession, creating some anxious moments. As a matter of fact, they already had a goal-scoring opportunity in the 2nd minute of play. Goal here squandered by Roma Frank. Roma Frank would have had a stint at the national team as well, and one who we expected would have converted. Squandered an easy opportunity, a 1v1, so to speak, with the goalkeeper.
Very easy opportunity. In fact, about 10 meters out here, and the goalkeeper was alone, and he had the opportunity to settle himself, choose which end of the ball he was going to play. And that was Modeste.
Well, it's good to see Patrick Modeste, a veteran of some sort now. But here comes Williams down the right-hand side, getting past the defender easy. Here comes the shot on goal, and it ricochets off the defender here, but more pressure being applied here by FC Camerhogne.
It was a very good playback. It was an intelligent play. I don't think the guy got control of the shot. It was goal bound, but nevertheless it was taken away. and defended very nicely.
Corner taken by Jamal Telesford. The heads go up here, but Sunjet comes away with it here. With some time and some space, he's going to make that long kick, unable to find his player, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Sunjets. Deep within their own half here. Sunjets looking to put some passes together, but losing the ball easily. Pulling off the shirt here. The referee must have wave played on here, but here's another opportunity. This should be goal number 1. Indeed it is. Goal number 1, a goal scored here by Kwesi Theodore, the captain for the FC Camerhogne. Goal number 1.
Certainly, there's no doubt in my mind or in your mind that Camerhogne would have registered their first goal very quickly. I don't think the defense for the Sunjets outfit is really coping with the forward and the forward that the Camerhogne are playing. And I think you had just suggested that Mr. Perez, the coach, gave you a figure.
I will give the viewers the figure in a minute. Let's see if his prediction will be right here tonight. But it was a good build-up, and they found skipper Kwesi Theodore in an unmarked position, and he had the goalkeeper all by himself. He was much more composed than Roma Frank, as we saw earlier, and it was a very easy conversion for skipper Theodore.
It was an easy conversion, but I thought the goalkeeper could have made a better effort because the ball was in the area that he was. It's not that the forward had beaten him, but nevertheless, it's still 1-0 in the 10th minute of the game to FC Camerhogne.
It's exciting football here at the Kirani James National Stadium in the 11th anniversary of the Waggy-T Super Knockout Football Tournament. A lot of bucks at stake here too, big bucks so to speak. And it's a knockout competition, so winner goes to the next round, losers go home. Chad Phillip, custodian of the goal here for the FC Carmahan, not been tested yet in this match. FC Carmahan coming on the left-hand side of the field now. Linking here now with Jamal Telesford. Raheem Stephen playing much outside the left side of the field. Normally we see him towards the middle of the field. Telesford into Raheem Stephen here. Stephen on break here, but the referee whistle goes to indicate an offside. But here again, holes have been punctured in the defense of the Sunjets team.
Yeah, very much so. And after the goal by Camerhogne, you can see now they're coming into their own with the confidence of the play. You can see the movement on the ball, the spaces created on the field, and I don't really think that Sunjets will be able to cope. And when we must take into consideration too that Camerhogne is a first division, a Premier League team, so we expect the standard of play to be much higher than the Sunjet team.
Well, let's see if that would materialize here. Let's see if Sunjets can gain some composure. It's still very early in this game, just over 10 minutes gone. And so maybe to give credit to them, maybe they have not yet got into their own rhythm and been surprised by the early and fast attack here by the FC Camerhogne. Here comes Sunjets, losing the ball here now to Williams. Williams on the experienced Patty Modeste. He's not going to lose this ball easily. Patty Modeste now finds Jonathan Williams on the right-hand side, who's trying to find his on-rushing striker here. That's Roma Frank. And Frank exerting some pressure, being able to win a throw-in for his team. Good combination between Williams and Frank. Frank tries to get it inside. Had two players waiting inside there. But good defensive work. Another corner here for the FC Camerhogne.
The fifth of the game.
And Jamal Telesford seems to be the corner specialist on that side of the field for FC Camerhogne. He comes to take the kick here. But it's quite noticeable that there is no real set play of the corner. Let's see what happens on this occasion. Kick taken now towards the penalty spot. The heads go up. And it's going to be cleared away partially by Sunjets. It's back with Telesford. He curls this one high towards the back of the 6-yard box. Does not have a player there. Sunjets wins it, and it's going to be an easy throw in here for Sunjets. Let's see what Sunjets can do on this occasion. Gets past one man, but loses the ball. Regains nicely here, and has been fouled in the process. So it's going to be a kick for FC Camerhogne. kick quickly taken. Patrick Modeste is going to marshal the midfield here. Nice combination here, looking to find Aroma Frank, I think it is. Camerhogne still coming through down the left-hand side here, looking for Raheem Stephen. Stephen does well to keep this one in play, but then loses it to Kellen Joseph, who was in sort of a desperate position here. But here comes Camerhogne again with a lot of possession in the early runnings here. Patrick Modeste is going to thread this one through nicely here. Good combination of passes here. Here they come again, FC Camerhogne. But some stout defensive work here, being able to avoid danger. And Patrick, from what we're seeing here, FC Camerhogne is going to have a field day, it seems.
Well, I have no doubt about that. Actually, their play is actually super over the Sunjets outfit. The defense is under a lot of pressure. I doubt that they'll be able to sustain that kind of pressure for the whole night. And being behind so early in the game is an additional pressure on the defense. But you can see definitely that the Camerhogne outfit is a little bit more classed than the Sunjet team.
I make it that was corner number 6 for the FC Camerhogne. They're still in possession here in a sort of a dangerous position. Curled towards the back of the 6-yard box, but the referee whistle goes to indicate it's an offside. Oh, I'm trying to understand what might be in the thinking here now of the coach. That's Coach Bevan Andrew for the Sunjets. How can he counteract that style of play of the FC Camerhogne? Should he be playing a high defense? Should he be marking more? Should he be playing more zone football? Because the barrage of pressure here being exerted by FC Camerhogne.
I'm also observing the skill set of the Sunjet team. They're not being able to keep the ball for any length of time to create any kind of pressure on the defense or the midfield of Camerhogne. And if that doesn't happen tonight, they're going to be in serious trouble.
Well, what I can tell you, FC Camerhogne is really compressing them in their own half of the field. Much of the play so far in this encounter has been in the Sunjets half of the field. Here comes Camerhogne again with a good pass forward here. Look in the front, Tellerson still has it. He's going to swing it back in here. But none of his players was there in contention except maybe Kwesi Theodore, who was eluded by the pass. And yet another corner for FC Camerhogne.
The 7th. And I have not seen an encounter for a very long time with so many corners in such a short period of time. And it does say something about the quality of play of the Camerhogne outfit and the pressure that the Sunjet team is under.
Corner taken by Raheem Stephen. Goalkeeper fumbles it, and it's goal number 2. It's goal number 2. Momentarily we'll tell you who the goal scorer is. But Sunjet's defense caught napping there. It looks as though it was player number 22, that's Raheem Griffith, who would have scored the second goal for FC Camerhogne in what I make it the 17th minute of play. Raheem Griffith, goal number 2. So the score is 2-0 in favor of FC Camerhogne in the opening encounter in the 11th anniversary of the Waggy-T Super Knockout competition here at the Kirani James National Stadium. And Coach Anthony Modeste on his way to get his magical number tonight. Raheem Stephen looking to find Aroma Frank here. Just a test for speed here. Referee's assistant on the spot and picks up an infringement. It's going to be against FC Camerhogne.
Ladies and gentlemen, goal in the 16th minute of play. Number 22, Raheem Griffith for FC Camerhogne. The score FC Camerhogne 2, Sunjets United 0.
Here's an opportunity for Sunjets to come forward through the middle of the field. Has some support on the right-hand side and uses that support. All played inside of the penalty area. Not a good first touch there by the Sunjets striker. It's now in possession of Kendon John, the skipper of the Sunjets team. We really want to pull one back maybe in the first half and see if we can find maybe an equalizer too. But here comes the FC Camerhogne again. Nice takedown by FC Camerhogne. So Patrick, I make it with just about 18 minutes gone. It's already 2 goals in favor of FC Camerhogne. Do you see any comeback sort of from,
Well,
I mean, it's early stages, but
yeah,
do you see?
and it's a football encounter, anything could happen. But based on what we have seen so far, I think it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be disappointing for Sunjets tonight. I know they may have looked forward to be participating in this competition and giving a good account of themselves. But I think they came up against a very stiff opponent in this first encounter, and they'll have to do very well to equalize and also to score. I mean, because I haven't seen them making any sort of play. I can't see, I'm not understanding what formation they're playing, what they're not being able to hold the ball for any length of time. And
that was Roma Frank caught there in an offside position. And sometimes that happens when you have so much possession and you want to attack so much. The anxiety and the over-aggression lands you in those offside positions often.
Precisely, because the movement they have on the ball, Sunjets is not countering that. And so you have 2, 3, 4 players from the same team all running forward.
What Sunjets need to do is to push out of their own half. They've really been stifled and compressed by FC Camerhogne. And they also need to maintain possession of the football.
Yeah, they have to give themselves some time to hold the ball so that they can have their midfielders, their forwards running and give them an opportunity to go forward. In fact, if you notice, Smith, the goalkeeper for Camerhogne, I didn't think he had a ball to really collect as such.
Well, he received a couple back passes from his defense, from his defenders, like on this occasion.
Yeah.
But never been really tested from a shot on goal by the Sunjets strikers. So Sunjets now have an opportunity maybe to put some passes together and come forward with an attack of some sort. But losing the ball to Patrick Modeste. Modeste has some time and space and threads this one nicely forward to find Raheem Griffith. Griffith must score this one. Let's see what he does. Indeed he scores. Goal number 3 for FC Camerhogne. Raheem Griffith finding it in what I think is the 21st minute of play. And so FC Camerhogne continues to press on.
This is going to be disastrous for this young outfit, the Sunjet outfit. I think they're going to be very heartbroken. But nevertheless, it seems to me that they are participating. It's a good experience for them. And they will know when
Ladies and gentlemen, goal for FC Camerhogne,
kind of level of
20th minute. Goal scorer number 7, Ryan Stevens. The score, FC Camerhogne 3, Sunjets 0.
So it seems as though we're going to have a goal fest here today. I mean, fans really look forward to seeing goals being scored in competitions. As we see, as Pecky would say, no boring show.
No, it's not. It's not going to be a boring show. But probably it's going to be monotonous because the other team is not really putting
Here they come again, Patrick. And this should be goal number 4. Let's see what happens. He wrongs the goalkeeper and loses the ball. And I'm sure it might be over composure, overconfidence. He really should have. That looks like Oren Williams. And he really should have converted that.
Certainly.
So that was another opportunity there that went a begging. I mean, it was a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. He tried to wrong the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper came off his line, and an opportunity squandered for goal number 4. Raheem Stephen in combination with Patrick Modeste. Back to Patrick Modeste. Back to looking for I make it was Kwesi Theodore, the scorer of the first goal and captain of the team, and the pass eluding him on that occasion. But some nice combination passes here by FC Camerhogne.
I'm observing the body language of the gentleman from the Sunjet outfit, and it seems to be very lethargic at the moment, and I think it's very early in the game for that to be happening, and of such, they'll be in for a lot of punishment tonight.
Well, a lot of pressure is on them now, plus they're 3 goals down, and we're still in the first half of play, not even 25 minutes gone yet. And if that is an indication of what the rest of the game is, it seems as though we'll be in for a treat of goals here from the Anthony Modeste outfit, FC Camerhogne. So a player is down here. It looks as though it is Stephen Francis for Sunjets. Some medical attention will be given to Stephen Francis. I think maybe it's an opportunity for Sunjets maybe to regroup a little bit and see if they can find a strategy to counteract the FC Camerhogne.
Not only that, they give them an opportunity to have a little bit of rest, because you can see the pressure that they've been going on for the first 20 minutes of this game. I doubt they'll be able to sustain. And in fact, the scoreline indicates that.
Well, referee Michael Stanislaus is one of the better referees to me in Grenada these days, to himself together with Junior Cyrus. And he is doing a pretty good job so far in this game, staying on top of things and controlling the game nicely. And he's assisted here by Philip, Alison Philip, and Junior Cyrus. And it's good to see a female as the fourth official, Vina Wilson. She's the fourth official tonight.
Well, you know, the Grenada Football Association has been going through a lot of workshops, and they've been placing a lot of emphasis on training of officials. And it's very nice to see that today a female is part of the contingent of officials officiating in this encounter.
Grenada Broadcasting Network, VFM, Mikey Live, New National Party, Guardian General Insurance, Steels Auto Supplies, Grenada Tourism Authority.
In the middle of the field is FC Camerhogne. Spread it out to the right-hand side and slip this ball. That must be an offside here. Goalkeeper coming off his line and avoiding danger. Shot comes in back here along the carpet. Not being able to trouble the goalkeeper by any means. But again, we see the intent by FC Camerhogne to find those spaces and those through balls. They're not trying to carry the ball, but actually distributing it nicely, and some good coordination between the strikers and the midfield on several occasions.
They play into a plan. You could definitely see it is structured, and the players are effecting it very well. But if you notice now that the defense of the Sunjet outfit, they seem very scattered, they seem disorganized at the moment, and I would really love them to kind of get an act together so that the encounter could be one where the fans could really, you know, enjoy what's happening here.
Chama, tell us what into Stevens.
It's just all a one-way street. The ball is playing just in the half of Sunjet the whole game.
Here comes FC Camerhogne again. A late tackle here from FC Camerhogne. There's going to be a free kick for Sunjets. And what is interesting, Patrick, if you look at the FC Camerhogne team, except maybe for Patrick Modest, it's pretty much a young bunch of footballers out there.
Well, we're looking at the documents that we had with the teams. I see a lot of young names, you know, Lydon Cato and Josh Hall. I know these are young guys who just left school 2 or 3 years ago. And I had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Modest, and he was of the opinion that he was molding a team. And he feels in the not too distant future that he can threaten at the level of the Premier League and actually win that tournament.
Well, Nixon Modest is always very optimistic and upbeat about his chances in any competition. And here's Roma Frank curling this one, looking for the on-rushing Kwesi Theodore, who's playing very offensive tonight. Normally you see Theodore a lot behind the strikers, but he's up there inside of the penalty area as the point man, as opposed to Raheem Stevens, who we know normally would be that center forward for FC Camerhogne. So I make it just about 27 minutes gone in the first half, and this is the first game of the 2020 edition of the Waggy-T Super Knockout Football Tournament. It's 3-0, and for those of you just joining the broadcast, I can tell you the first goal was actually scored in the 8th minute of play by Kwesi Theodore. The second goal was scored in the 16th minute of play by Raheem Griffith, and the third goal from Raheem Stevens in the 20th minute of play. Camerhogne have had some other chances, but as the game of football goes, you never convert all of your chances, so we expect some to go begging.
Certainly, but I thought this was a great opportunity for them to go full and ill. The ball was crossed beautifully. They had 2 Carmahan players there, but the heading was not on target.
Long kick, but in control now by the right back for FC Camerhogne, Christian James. James is able now to find Jonathan Williams. Williams finds Telesford. Telesford looking for Roma Frank, who was not able to control that one properly, and now it's with the Sunjets. Sunjets, let's see if they can string some passes together and offer some attack on the defense here, but giving away the ball easily here. And goalkeeper Chad Phillip with some time, space, and players supporting around him. Just plays it out nicely here to his central back, Christian James. James is able now to find Telesford. Telesford looking for Patrick Modest. The pass is not a good one, too short. And it's now with Kevin Jones. Jones looking to find his center forward, unable to do so. Patrick Modest losing the ball here. Nice back heel here. Here comes Sunjets down the left-hand side. Would need to get this one instead of the penalty area, but not a good pass here by Twin Francis. And FC Camerhogne takes their time, well composed, trying to get this one out. But here comes Francis again, being hustled here, being pushed off the ball. The referee indicates it's a foul against FC Camerhogne. Twin Francis been fouled on this occasion. And maybe it's an opportunity for Sunjets to muster an attack on goal.
Well, certainly, it's just outside the 18-yard box. Let's see what kind of practice they had, because this is an opportunity, I think, for them to show some class.
A three-man wall constructed. Stephen Francis behind it here for Sunjets. 5 players of Sunjets inside of the penalty area. Is he going to curl it to the far post? Is he going to look towards the back of the 6-yard box? Let's see what the game plan here is for the Sunjets. And there's a player in the D as well for the rebound. Francis, not a good one, straight into the wall, but Sunjets still comes away with it, and that was Twin Francis, who had a left foot crack on it, not well directed, and danger averted.
Certainly not, but at least they had a shot on goal. And but I've noticed that the Camerhogne team has settled, the game has slowed. They're playing very confident. At least they have a 4-goal lead at the moment, so not exerting much energy, just playing the ball around. And as time go on in this half, you can see the tiring of the Sunjet outfit.
Well, you seem to be very futuristic indeed, Patrick. It's actually 3-0. Are you anticipating a goal on this play?
Well,
maybe here comes Roma Frank, but being stopped here by the defense. Telesford moving from right to left now. Slips this one nicely here for Raheem Stephen. Stephen looking for his skipper here, Theodore, who has a left foot cracker and scores. Here comes the 4th goal.
I just alluded to the fact that the defense is very lethargic. To me, they don't seem to understand the marking. They're running off the ball, and they're having a lot of problems here tonight.
So this is the brace here for Raheem Stephen. It's his 2nd goal of the match. And I'm sure he'll be looking for the hat-trick now. It was actually Kwesi Theodore actually who scored in the 31st, so that's Kwesi Theodore's brace as well. And I'm sure Kwesi Theodore might be looking for the hat-trick and maybe even more as this game progresses.
Certainly. I think the coach for the Sunjet outfit will have a lot of talking to do to the players at the break. But based on what I'm seeing here, I don't really think there's going to be a difference with the playing. First of all, the skill set of the Sunjet players, I think there's a lot to be desired. They're not keeping the ball as long as they should, not giving themselves an opportunity to muster an attack.
But they do have quite a number of players who looks to be in good shape and in good quality. We just saw here one of the defensive players here, that's Twin Francis. Coming from the right back position and getting past a couple of players, making a good pass from the outside of his foot. He seems to be one of the key players here for them. There he is lining up behind this one and making the kick forward, looking for one of his strikers, that's Stephen Francis.
Here's an opportunity for them to have a shot on goal, but again, the skill set, the ball hitting the knee and rolling, not getting a perfect shot. Yeah.
The veteran Patrick Modest doing some hard work. Strong tackle here on Roma Frank. Going to be a throw-in for Sunjets. Sunjets with Kendon John trying to hustle here. Losing the ball quite easily. Been hustled off the ball here by Telesford. Telesford now has been hustled himself and may have just conceded maybe at the first corner for Sunjets in the match.
No,
Referee says it's not a corner. So it's going to be still in possession of FC Camerhogne. FC Camerhogne looking to put together an attack now down the left-hand side. I'm sure Raheem Stephen will be involved in it. He has it now. It swings inside and finds Roma Frank. This is his second opportunity for the day, and he scores on this occasion. Roma Frank puts FC Camerhogne 5 goals up in the first half, and this would be in the 33rd minute of play.
This game is turning out to be very difficult for the Sunjets. I think it's debilitating, and tonight is going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of goals for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, goal in the 34th minute. Player number 10, Roma Frank, FC Camerhogne, scored 5 goals to nil in favor of FC Camerhogne.
So it's a goal fest, so to speak, here at the Kirani James National Stadium in game number 1, on day number 1 of the Waggy-T Super Knockout Tournament 2020. I'm sure Wayne Waggy-T Rated must be pleased to see goals being scored. You know, looking at football, you come to look at goals really. You want to see that as maybe one of the main staples in a match.
Certainly, but you'll also like to look at good quality football, something competitive. That is not within our purview here because this game seems to be a mismatch, quite frankly. Sunjets is not seeded anywhere in the GFA construct.
Here comes Roma Frank again, 1v1 with goalkeeper Alexander. He runs him and scores again. His second goal maybe in 2 minutes.
Yes, certainly. And
Roma Frank.
This was excellent composure by this young man.
So it's goal number 6 and we're still in the first half. What I can tell you, Patrick, is that Coach Anthony Modest did not predict correct. They've gone past the number he called.
Well, I don't want to make a prediction, but this is a serious situation. I'm sure the coach is praying for the whistle to blow for the halftime, but I don't think there's anything he could do to rectify this situation. I think this is just an experience for the Sunjet outfit here tonight.
Well, the goal spree continues, so to speak. FC Camerhogne on a rampage. 6 goals to nil so far. And I'm sure there'll be more. We're still in the first half of this encounter. Kwesi Theodore has 2. Roma Frank has 2. Raheem Stephen with 1 and Raheem Griffith with another. Roma Frank here, losing the battle on this occasion to Kishan Passy. But losing the ball easily is Sunjets. Here comes FC Camerhogne again. Not a well-directed pass. Looking to make the flick on here. And goalkeeper Alexander not having
a good day at all.
In all fairness to him, most of the goals, if not all of the goals that have been scored, were easy chances for FC Camerhogne. It's not by any mistake on his part, really. And it's just that his team or maybe his defense is not up to par with FC Camerhogne today. Here comes Sunjets. Middle of the field here. Looking for players up front. Goes out wide to find Braffit. Braffit now collides into the advertising board. Giving 110% is Braffit. Christian James Marshall in the defense here for FC Camerhogne. He goes out wide to find Jonathan Williams. Williams finds Williams looking for skipper Theodore. The pass may be a little bit overweighted here. And goalkeeper Kieran Alexander off his line nicely and averting danger for his team. Sunjets. You can see the intention is good. It's just that they lack the skill and they lack maybe the football intelligence too to find the players and to move into the spaces to put some pressure on FC Camerhogne.
I think an element of experience also is taken its course in this game. Probably it's a new team. They haven't had a lot of football or at this level, and so the experience for them will be a great one.
Well, FC Camerhogne would feel good that they would more than likely go through to the second round. Sunjets may just be in the sunset, so to speak. Here comes Carmahan again, Raheem Stephen, looking for players, goes back to find Patrick Modeste. They've really slowing down the play now. And then it's been played to Raheem Stephen. Left back coming forward, that's Raheem Griffith. Griffith already scoring one. I think it was the second goal of the match. So it's an opportunity for a lot of the Camerhogne players maybe to send a message to Coach Modeste that they deserve their starting position and want to contribute towards the team's victory.
Certainly.
A lot of FC Camerhogne players here. Cross comes in, but the referee whistle goes.
The defense of the Sunjets is under a lot of pressure. They seem to be running all over the place. Not consistent playing. You can see that they're following the ball, and because of the marking or the lack thereof marking, they're coming under a lot of pressure. Also, the quickness with which the Camerhogne outfit is moving is creating a lot of problems for the defense, especially on the right-hand side.
Well, these tournaments are designed in such a manner that strong teams come up against weaker teams in the early stages of the competition, and that is to allow strong teams to emerge in the money end of the tournament, so to speak. But there's something called underdogs and there's something called upsets. We're going to see that here today. I doubt that very much.
Oh, this was a good
Maybe
effort.
an opportunity here by Sunjets.
That
would have been Donald Braffett with a sniff on goal, so to speak. Very energetic Donald Braffett. Does a lot of running on the field.
He seems to be the main point man for Sunjets in the forward position.
The issue is just that he's not getting service.
He's not getting service, but his skill level seems to be very high. And he's trying desperately to try to get one in the back of the net. But he has not been getting a lot of service, as you alluded to.
Kendon John looking for support. Has maybe 2, 3, 4 players of Camerhogne around him and wins a free kick in the process. Plays it quick to Braffett. Referee calls this one back. Kick now to be taken by Kishan Passy. Passy chips this one very high and maybe gave it away very easily. And here comes Raheem Stephen. Stephen in an onside position. Stephen chips over the goalpost. He had some pressure on his shoulders from the defense, and that looks like Kishan Passy. But an experienced player like Stephen should have done better on this occasion.
Certainly. Well, and there's no pressure on him, actually. The team is already 5 up. You can see they're playing 6 up. They're playing with a lot of laxity. The defense is under a lot of pressure. They seem to be very tired at the moment. They may be praying for the break, maybe to recuperate.
Well, just about 4 minutes left within regulation time in the first half. Here's a cross that comes in here, but goalkeeper Chad Phillip, maybe that's the first real effort or first call to duty in the match from any attack from the Sunjets team. And that's Telesford now in the middle of the field here, helping out on some midfield duties. Here is Telesford looking to move forward, looking to find Theodore. Theodore is trying to hustle and trying to win the ball here, but the goalkeeper comes off his line as they scramble and tussle for it inside of the penalty area. Referee not picking up any infringement there. And goalkeeper Alexander coolly and calmly collected. Sunjets looking to come forward here now, but being sandwiched by 2 players from the FC Camerhogne.
I don't know what the format of the tournament, meaning that you just alluded to the fact that FC Camerhogne is up against a weaker component. I know sometimes when you have these knockout competitions, you have draws. So sometimes two strong teams could come out to play early. One has to be knocked out, you know, that sort of thing. But I guess to fashion the tournament and for, as you said, for the stronger teams to emerge at the money end of the tournament, probably that's what it is.
Well, teams are normally seeded, and then the draw is done. I'm not sure how this is done, but normally in knockout tournaments, teams are seeded, and then the draw is done where the non-seeded or the lower-seeded teams get an opportunity to come up against the
stronger teams.
The stronger teams, yeah. So it's 6-0 in favor of FC Camerhogne. FC Camerhogne in the fluorescent green here, and Sunjets in the red and black. And as we've been saying all match long, Sunjets under tremendous pressure and not having been able to find any answer whatsoever to the 6 goals from the FC Camerhogne. Here comes Roma Frank again, left foot cracker and scores!
This is a beautiful
and that's
goal.
the hat-trick for Roma Frank.
This is a beautiful
The last 3 goals have been scored by Roma Frank. This one now in the 44th minute of play. And that takes the tally of the FC Carmahan to 7 within the first half of play.
I do not think that the Camerhogne defense can cope with the speed and the skill set of the Camerhogne team. And somehow the body language emitted from the players, they seem to be just going through the motion.
Well, it's the first hat-trick of the tournament, Patrick, and scored by Roma Frank. But it's not over yet as FC Camerhogne comes forward here now. And that looks as Owen Williams, and another goal. It's an own goal on this occasion, but it was Kwesi Theodore who was in a good goal scoring position. And what an unfortunate situation here by the defense for the Sunjets team. An own goal just on the stroke of the halftime, and more worries, so to speak, for for Sunjets.
Certainly, it's a lot of problems for them. A lot of problems for them. They look dejected. One of the defense.
So that's what you call adding insult to injury.
Yeah, certainly. The goalkeeper is lying on the ground. It certainly doesn't augur well for the team.
Looks like the own goal being committed here by Dion Richard.
The photo official has indicated 1 minute added time to the first half.
I think it was Dion Richard who actually scored the own goal. And the scores now is 8-0 in favor of FC Camerhogne.
There seems to be some blood coming from the nose of Richards. He's been attended to.
The goalkeeper has also been attended to. And we've been...
Number 10, Stephen Francis.
Actually, as we hear now, it's been Stephen Francis, number 10, who has conceded the own goal. And 1 minute has been added on for stoppages in the first half. We may just go beyond that, considering that we have another stoppage in time added on here. But in the 45th minute of play, we had an own goal by Stephen Francis. So it's 8-0, Kelly Patrick. We've seen more than we bargained for. It is the first game.
Certainly. I don't want to predict what will happen. But based on the performance in the first half of this game, I think Camerhogne is going to press them. And as the game proceeds longer, they're going to be tired. I don't expect that the substitutes that will be coming on for Sunjets is going to be any greater than the first team, because for a team participating in a competition of this magnitude would feel the best team that they have. So if the performance with the team that is on the field at the moment, and they have to make any sort of substitution, it's going to be a lot of serious problems for them in the second half. Nevertheless, they can have the opportunity to participate in the 11th Waggy-T knockout competition. I'm sure they will learn from this experience and probably get better prepared for next year's tournament.
Well, we're coming up to the end of the first half, Kelly Patrick, and what do you think are in the minds of both coaches as they go into the dressing room?
Well, in the mind of Anthony Modeste is to just control the game, make sure that they keep the magnitude of lead that they have. But I think the coach for Sunjets will have more serious problems. He'll have to find a way or to try to get the players to form some sort of attack, whether it's a counter attack or a forward attack. But as what we have seen in the first half, it doesn't seem that they have the ability to do that. I hope I'm wrong, just for the sake of good quality football and for the persons who are watching and listening. But nevertheless, it's going to be a daunting night for them.
Well, the whistle has gone. It's the end of the first half. And as you are alluding, Coach Bevan Andrew would have his work cut out for him. His back is against the wall. 8-0 in favor of FC Camerhogne in the first half. A goal fest, so to speak, as we saw a barrage of attacks and goals on the defense of the Sunjets team. Goalkeeper Kieran Alexander may want to forget this game entirely. All we can tell you, the first goal came just about the 8th minute of play from the boot of Kwesi Theodore. He got a brace, so he got a second goal in the 31st. And then there was a hat-trick, the first hat-trick of the tournament from Roma Frank. He actually scored 3 goals in the 34th, 35th, and the 44th minute. There was another goal from Raheem Griffith in the 16th minute of play. And of course, there was the own goal from Stephen Francis in the 45th minute of play. So we're going to be back with you momentarily for some more second half action. But just to let you know, it's FC Camerhogne 8, Sunjets 0 in game 1 on day 1 of the 11th anniversary of the Waggy-T Super Knockout Football Tournament. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more live action on the other side of the half.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Is it too early to celebrate Christmas? No, not really. Because on Sunday, November 1st from 6 p.m., Megaforce Promotions presents the massive Christmas in November Bingo Online. And get this, you can win a whopping $20,000. Tickets cost only $20. Available now on gotofet.com or numerous box offices island-wide. And if that's not enough, look out for a live performance by Terra the Governor. Terra the Governor. Sunday, November 1st. Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy-T Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo.
Goldfish Slots and Pool Center, located on the Carmahan, is now open daily from 10 a.m. Over 40 of your favorite slot games in a spacious and comfortable atmosphere. We're also open on Sundays from 12 noon, so check us out. Goldfish Slots and Pool Center, where winning is easy. Remember, patrons must adhere to all safety protocols.
Are you looking to rent chairs and tables? Then call Waggy-T Rentals. We rent tables and chairs for any event. We have 7 different types of chairs: plastic, folding chairs, gray and white, resin white chairs, conference chairs, even Chivari chairs in gold and white. We also rent 6 feet and 8 feet rectangular folding tables, 4 feet and 5 feet round tables, and even cocktail tables. Give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Camerhogne, St. George. Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Waggy-T Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators: 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Camerhogne, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Waggy-T Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people. Are you planning an event or looking to rent tents? Then call the tent experts at Waggy-T Tent Rentals. We rent tents for all occasions. Tents in different colors, styles, and 25 different sizes, from as little as 10 by 10 to as large as 100 by 40. Call us at 439-TENT That's 439-8368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Grand St. George. We are Grenada's 10th people.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new national party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Is it too early to celebrate Christmas? No, not really. Because on Sunday, November 1st from 6 p.m., Megaforce Promotions presents the massive Christmas in November Bingo Online. And get this, you can win a whopping $20,000. Tickets cost only $20. Available now on gotofed.com or numerous box offices island-wide. And if that's not enough, look out for a live performance by Terra the Governor. Terra the Governor. Sunday, November 1st. Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy-T Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo.
Go Goldfish Slots and Pool Center located on the Carmahan is now open daily from 10 a.m. Over 40 of your favorite slot games in a spacious and comfortable atmosphere. We're also open on Sundays from 12 noon, so check us out. Goldfish Slots and Pool Center, where winning is easy. Remember, patrons must adhere to all safety protocols.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new national party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Is it too early to celebrate Christmas? No, not really. Because on Sunday, November 1st from 6 p.m., Megaforce Promotions presents the massive Christmas in November Bingo Online. And get this, you can win a whopping $20,000 US. Tickets cost only $20 US. Available now on gotofed.com or numerous box offices island-wide. And if that's not enough, look out for a live performance by Terra the Governor. Terra the Governor. Sunday, November 1st. Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy-T Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo.
Goldfish Slots and Pool Center located on the Carmahan is now open daily from 10 a.m. Over 40 of your favorite slot games in a spacious and comfortable atmosphere. We're also open on Sundays from 12 noon, so check us out. Goldfish Slots and Pool Center, where winning is easy. Remember, patrons must adhere to all safety protocols.
Are you looking to rent chairs and tables? Then call Waggy-T Rentals. We rent tables and chairs for any event. We have 7 different types of chairs: plastic, folding chairs, gray and white, resin white chairs, conference chairs, even Chivari chairs in gold and white. We also rent 6 feet and 8 feet rectangular folding tables, 4 feet and 5 feet round tables, and even cocktail tables. Give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Carmahan, St. George. Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Waggy-T Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators: 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Carmahan, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Waggy-T Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
Your feet,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of play in the 11th annual Waggy-T Super Knockout Game 1.
So we welcome you back to the live second half action in Game 1 on day 1 of the Waggy-T Super Knockout Tournament. The game played between FC Camerhogne and Sunjets, and the score at the end of the first half, FC Camerhogne 8, Sunjets 0. A goal fest, so to speak. To bring you the live commentary is none other than Keith Patrick and myself, Leslie Smith. And the news at the halftime, 8 goals to 0. What do you think, Coach Bevan Andrew must have been saying to his Sunjets outfit?
Well, I find in the first moments of the second half, they seem a little bit more organized than they were in the first half. They're passing the ball around. They're trying to string some passes. They're moving forward. I do not know if they'll be able to sustain that. But they effected some changes. Smithy, the goalkeeper, was substituted. He was injured just at the culmination of the first half. Also, Stephen Francis, he's not on the field. So they have made some substitutions. We'll wait on the verification of that.
FC Camerhogne has also made a substitution. And Keith, you know Coach Anthony Modeste very well, just like I do. What do you think he might have been saying to his players at the interval?
Well, I think he must have been saying to them the formation that they have. Let's see if we could play better football, because I don't think they need more goals. Actually, he's trying to make sure that they understand the formation that the team is playing with, try to perfect that. They have a great opportunity to do that. They're playing a team that is not really pressuring them. And also, I think he may be looking to give other players opportunity to come on, so that in the event that he has the opportunity to go forward in the tournament, he can assess more of his players. I think this is what is happening at the moment.
Well, it's an opportunity for Coach Modeste to try a few new things as well on match day, and maybe to send a message to whoever he comes up in the second round.
Well, you know, he's always a threatening guy. He's very vociferous about whatever he does. He's very passionate about his football and his coaching, and he always thinks very highly of what he does. So we'll see what will happen here. But I think that Sunjet is playing a little better. You can see they're moving to the ball, probably the rest from the second period, but not much progress.
So another player for Sunjets is down. I think what happened here, he may have received a push from the
back.
The Carmahan player who was in possession of the ball, and so he's been given some medical attention here. But the halftime interval, sometimes it makes a team, sometimes it breaks a team.
Certainly.
Because it certainly would disrupt the momentum of the FC Camerhogne, and at the same time it gives an opportunity to Sunjets to look at where they may have made mistakes, how they can
to recuperate, and get together and put whatever game plan they had in place. But it doesn't seem as though this seems to be another serious injury. He's been lifted by the coach. Probably he may have to be substituted also. It seems to be something with the arm.
So he would get some attention on the sideline, and ball was thrown into touch. So I'm sure fair play would be exercised here, and the ball will be returned to FC Camerhogne.
I doubt he will be able to come back on the field. The injury seems to be of such that he may not be his motion.
So the ball is returned to FC Camerhogne deep within their own half. It's now with goalkeeper Chad Phillip. Phillip plays it wide to find Williams. And that's the player coming in here, Shamari Mark, who has been brought in the second half. Shamari Mark from the western side, from St. Mark's actually.
I have not seen Patrick Modeste. Most likely he's been rested.
So we know Patrick Modeste maybe is not the youngest player on the pitch, and considering you have an 8-goal lead,
certainly
it's a good strategy to give Patrick Modeste some rest.
Yeah. Going forward, he'll be needed. This is a good period of play for Camerhogne.
So It's early in the second half, and maybe a little bit more purpose from Sunjets so far.
Certainly, the retainance of the ball is looking a little bit better. They seem to be getting their act together.
So it's a much slower tempo in the second half. FC Camerhogne may have been advised to just play possession football. Shamari Mark here in the middle of the field. He swings it left to find Raheem Griffith. Griffith goes back to find Cameron Marshall. Marshall into Telesford, slipping this one forward here. Not a good pass. The goalkeeper comes off his line. That's the substituted goalkeeper, Passy. And read the play well. Nonetheless, it was an offside against the striker for the FC Camerhogne.
Early in the second half of play, and Sunjets has started better in this half, showing a little more purpose, a little more construct, and they're going forward. But I don't think they have the firepower to interrupt the defense of the Camerhogne.
One thing I can tell you, Keith, is that it's a huge undertaking to come from 8 goals down within 45 minutes.
Well, I'm not looking forward to that happening, quite frankly. I have not seen any indicator that the team will be able to do that. But quite obviously, I would like them to score a goal as such. It's going to be a goal again.
So it's goal number 9. That looks like Raheem Stephen. And if it is indeed Raheem Stephen, that would mean that
another hat-trick.
it'll be goal number 2 for Raheem Stephen, and I make it that would be in the 48th minute of play. So it's 9 goals to 0 in favor of FC Camerhogne. As they continue to look for more goals. Still have a lot of time left in this game. And maybe a Coach Modest might just be thinking about trying some maybe new strategies. Maybe using this as a practice opportunity, so to speak.
Certainly at this stage it is a practice opportunity, because you and I are watching the game. I don't envisage that Sunjets is going to by any means be able to score very easily. And so therefore, I think right now what is happening is Coach Modest is just watching the performance of the various players. If there are areas of weakness within his construct, maybe he'll tighten up on that for going forward for the second round. But it's going to be another problem for them again.
That could be goal number 10, indeed. Yeah. The fourth here, that's the third, sorry, for Kwesi Theodore. Yeah. He gets himself a hat-trick as well. And the goal fest continues here at the Kiani James National Stadium.
Certainly. I don't want to predict, but I think they'll have 5 more opportunities to score, so we're looking something like 15 or 16-0.
So a substitution, as a matter of fact, the injured Wendell Badassi comes out, and replacing him is Ezekiel Thomas. So Badassi substituted for Thomas. And it's becoming a little bit difficult for us
to commentate.
Not only to commentate, but to keep a tally of the goals.
well, certainly. And this is a mismatch. But as you said, that's the format of the competition. Usually, in the opening of these knockout competitions, you find a strong team. In this instance, is a team, a GFA outfit, Camerhogne United, playing against a team that is not seeded. Quite frankly, I don't even think they're in the Conference League.
Yeah, actually they're in the Conference League, but not a match at all for the FC Camerhogne tonight.
Not a match at all.
So FC Camerhogne here enjoying this encounter. And they could afford to take some chances, do some unorthodox things as well, because they're not really being challenged by any stretch of the imagination by the Sunjets here tonight. And that could have been
this was a magnificent save.
A consolation of some sort here.
Yeah, by Camerhogne goalkeeper. In fact, this was the only type of hard work he had to do tonight. But I thought he really came off with this magnificently. The ball was played back. It eluded him. It was goal bound, but he dived back and was able to get a final touch and put it out of touch for the first corner of the second half. And that corner goes to Sunjets United.
Twin Francis is going to take up this one. Maybe it's an opportunity for Sunjets to feel that they can, pull one back.
Well,
just to bolster their confidence, so to speak.
It was a good corner. The forward got a head onto it, but it was poorly directed.
Raheem Stephen finds Theodore. Theodore slips this one nicely for Roma Frank. Roma Frank in a good position here, but pulls out wide now. Trying to get past the defender here, not being able to do so and falling him in the process. And good defensive work here by Kendon John for Sunjets. Roma Frank, maybe he should have looked to play it in the middle for his supporting players there. But looking, maybe with the overconfidence he has, thinking he can get around a Kendon John, but not being able to do so on this occasion.
Actually, he beat him already, but he lost his balance in the process. So that is why I gave the defense an opportunity to come back to recapture the ball. But nevertheless, it's Camerhogne in total control of this encounter here. The first encounter of the 11th Waggy-T knockout competition.
Some tough play here, but referee Stanislaus right on the scene. And stopping play and awarding a kick here to Sunjets. See Shaba, as we know him, behind this one, but it's maybe too far out to want to beat Chad Phillip. But let's see what happens here. It's Twin who takes it, and it's a wayward wide kick. That's Twin Francis, and that was never going to threaten goalkeeper Chad Phillip today.
Certainly not. But Twin Francis has had a good game for Sunjets. I think he's one of the, if at all, he's one of the outstanding players for them this afternoon. And
so some pressure indeed now being put forward here by Sunjets. Donald Braffett always in the mix of things up front. And the midfield on this occasion was looking for him. But some good defensive work by the FC Carmahan. So we see here maybe a more relaxed FC Carmahan and allowing Sunjets to push out and come at them. And they may want to keep a clean sheet, so they have to be very careful about that.
Certainly.
Corner taken, the heads go up, goalkeeper punches out here. And let's see if there's going to be a quick counter attack. It's been chipped forward here. Finds Frank into Theodore. Theodore looking for Telesford. The pass may be a little too strong. And goalkeeper Passy collects cleanly. Shamari Mark here is going to control the midfield in the absence of Patrick Modeste. Roma Frank. Ball being played towards the left-hand side here now, looking for Raheem Stephen. Finds Raheem Stephen in an offside position. And he had the whole line of defense in front of him. He really should have kept himself onside. But maybe a little bit lethargic now is Raheem Stephen. Raheem Stephen having a brace in this game so far.
He's played very well. He had great opportunities to score in the first half.
Son just looking to come forward here again. Been hustled, but still in possession of this ball. Nice ball forward, being played down the left-hand side. But good reading here by the defense. Coming out and winning the ball. But it is still with Sunjets. Sunjets looking for support. Feeble shot on goal. Never going to challenge Chad Phillip as he controls this one with the booth. And then plays it out to Christian James. James to Mark. Mark back to James. James looking to put this one forward. Gives away, but good recovery here by Telesford. But Sunjet comes away with it just on top of the penalty area now. And without much support, gives it away. And they've just been exchanging the ball now, it seems, Patrick.
Camerhogne seems to be very complacent at the moment, and rightly so, because the margin of lead at the moment, I don't think that Sunjets will be able to recover from that. But nevertheless, it's given them an opportunity to play a different quality of football, that's Sunjets, and show some why they think they should be in this competition.
Stephen, moving through the defense nicely, has a left foot cracker on goal, not well directed, maybe not his favorite foot as well.
It's certainly poor execution.
Already has a brace in this game. Is Raheem Stephen. Sunjets, Keith, we see them with a lot more possession.
Yes,
not greater possession than FC Camerhogne, but
no,
a lot
more than they had in the first half, certainly.
Right.
And they have been more constructive in this period of play, certainly. They're really making an effort to do something, at least pull back a goal.
As a matter of fact, they've been enjoying some possession in the offensive third, even within the penalty area of the FC Camerhogne.
Certainly. They didn't have that in the first half.
So although they're 10 goals down, they're still looking to play some positive football.
And that's good. This is trouble here.
This could be number 11 here. Goalkeeper beaten off his line. The shot comes in here now, but goalkeeper recovers and not taking it cleanly is Passy. But nonetheless, no goal scored, a corner for FC Carmahan. But I think there was a little delay here by, I think it was Theodore, and that just allowed the goalkeeper to recover somewhat. Good combination of passes here. Raheem Stephen comes out to Roman Frank. Telesford has it, goes back for support, and finds Raheem. Raheem goes all the way back. Telesford into Raheem Griffith. Griffith has some time and space, looking to slip this one forward. Offside position, and it's going to be a free kick to
FC Camerhogne.
To Sunjets.
Sunjets. Yeah. Smitty, I thought in the first 10 minutes of the second half that Sunjets looked, revitalized and was really putting an effort in. But they've been under a lot of pressure again. And so it seems that the exhaustion.
So it's an easy game here for FC Camerhogne. They're really taking advantage of the situation, leading 10-0. And Sunjets really doesn't have the answer for them on day one. Good move down the right-hand side. This could be goal number 11, but good defensive work. Maybe not a good touch here, too, by Roma Frank, a good first touch. And so
he was under some pressure from the goalkeeper. He actually narrowed the goal, and there was no space for him to have a shot on goal. So I don't think this was dangerous at all for Sunjets. But again, a lot of pressure from...
And that's a clear indication that the substitute goalkeeper here may not be the most
efficient
within the bars. So
no, certainly not.
FC Camerhogne may want to pick up on that and keep him quite busy.
He has been busy since taking up the goalkeeping duties.
He's the second string goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Kieran Alexander may have succumbed to an injury sustained just at the end of the first half. And so Donald Passy, who may not have been expecting to be featured in this game, will have at least 45 minutes. So far he has conceded 2 goals, with the score being 10-0. At the halftime interval it was 8-0.
We have had 3 consecutive corners, and this is going to be another corner, so 4 consecutive corners. This one taken very quickly. Played into the middle.
As Sunjets look to push out with a counter-attack of some sort. A good combination passes here, but not being able to compose themselves well. And so it is Shamari Mark here, looking to move forward. The defense open up for him. He has a shot on goal and goes just wide. But look what was happening here. The defense caught napping, was just trying to run back and just open up a nice gateway for Shamari Mark.
It was a brilliant run from him. It was well balanced, It's a pity he didn't have a perfect shot. The ball coming off the inner half of his feet and going just wide of the goal post. But it was a great move from him.
Look at the dummy here. Shamari Mark gets it now. But is he called offside or is it goal? It's actually goal number 11. Shamari Mark coming off the bench and getting the 11th goal here for FC Carmahan.
Shamari Mark in the 66th minute. Player number 11. 11 goals today.
So, Patrick, the goals continue to flow. I'm sure, as we used to say before, Sunjets will be a rich team tomorrow.
Certainly, yeah, if these goals matter any. But I think they're looking like 15 or so goals.
Well, if they can take these goals to the bank tomorrow, the players will be well fortified.
I know. But nevertheless, it's all in the spirit of sportsmanship. Certainly, they will learn from this experience. That is what is most important to them. I think they will come back
And
next year again.
Could be
hopefully,
a dangerous moment here. Kwesi Theodore is fighting here. He wins it here, plays it to Raheem Stephen. Stephen takes his time, looking for Theodore back into Stephen, and Stephen is caught in an offside position. But look at the amount of passes they were able to put together just on the edge of the penalty area and not been really challenged. The defense is not coming aggressively at them.
The defense is exhausted at the moment. When you continue to have this sustained pressure, you have to be fit to really be able to deal with that. And I don't think that they are a fit team.
Ezekiel Thomas being given piece of the action, being brought in moments ago. Goalkeeper Passy.
Smithy, just by way of observation, what are your thoughts about the condition of the field?
Well, I was here for the last tournament that was played here, and it was good for the most part, except when it rained. There was an area that was soggy towards the far right.
Yeah.
Tonight it's looking pretty okay. It's almost pristine condition, nothing close to a perfect pitch. There are some sparsely grassed areas, but it is smooth enough and I think good enough for great football.
I concur with what your assessment is. The ball is rolling smoothly.
When the players really cannot complain about the facilities, it's not hampering them in any way. The grass is nicely manicured, and it's a good condition for great football.
Certainly.
Sunjets a shot on goal, maybe a little bit ambitious from the distance and angle, but nonetheless they're going to take all the chances and play positive football.
They do want to score. I get that feeling. I could see it. They do want to score.
Shamari Mark really controlling the midfield here and has a presence that is really felt by FC Camerhogne.
Twin Francis has been putting in a lot of work for Sunjets this afternoon. I've just observed that he has moved into a forward position. One of the central midfielders has dropped back.
Here comes Raheem Stevens. And I'm sure Coach Modest might be looking at a substitution shortly, and Raheem Stevens may be one of those guys. I've looked at him, and he doesn't give you a full 90 minutes, and he looks to be tiring. But the substitution will be made now, and coming off will be Jamal Telesford, and the player going on will be Lydon Kato. Seems as there's going to be a double substitution too. But Jamal Telesford comes out. We also see Kobe Rigby preparing to go on as well. Good to see fourth official Vina Wilson being given some action too as well.
Certainly. It's really fantastic seeing these ladies coming forward and offering their services in a sport which was traditionally a man's sport. But it's great.
And there goes Raheem Stephen.
Yeah.
So Coach Modest apparently saw what I'm seeing as well. and offer to give Ryan Stevens some much needed rest. But he goes out after scoring 2 goals. Ryan Stevens would have scored in the 28th minute and the 47th minute of play. Goes out with a brace, some much needed rest. As we see a third substitution being made here now by Modest. And the player coming off is Jonathan Williams. The player going on is Harry Josh Hall. So Modest, as we were saying earlier on, giving some opportunities to some players who may not have been given an opportunity tonight, or we may never see them in the tournament again.
Certainly.
And using up those players to give them some experience at the same time. So Jonathan Williams comes out.
There's another injured player from Sunjets. And as I alluded to just moments ago, it is indicative of the fitness of the players from that outfit.
71st minute for FC Carmahan. Number 20, Jonathan Williams. Number 4,
So play would continue momentarily. Quite a number of substitutions were made by FC Camerhogne. I make it 3 substitutions were made there a while ago. And it's an opportunity for players to get some experience. They're leading
some match practice.
They're leading 11 goals to 0, so they could afford to be experimental at this stage. FC Camerhogne. Caught in an offside position there is the recently substituted player Kobe Rigby. So he has replaced Ryan Steven and playing that outside left position. But these players who have just come in will have to adjust quickly because they will be getting a lot of balls at their feet because of the amount of possession.
Yeah, that Camerhogne has been having at the moment. But they're coming on fresh, and so I don't think it should be a problem for them.
But it just means that they would have to adjust quickly because
to the speed of the game. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
So substitution for Sunjets, the player coming on here, Jahim Sandy. So maybe it's an opportunity too for Sunjets to give some players some opportunities because that may very well be their only encounter in this tournament.
Well, it seems likely that that's what's going to happen. But you see the pressure that they're coming under. The guys seem to be very fragile. They're not being able to take staunch tackles. And most of the times, a little injury, they seem to be going off. So probably for next year, this is something that they'll have to work on. I'm sure they'll be watching the progression of the competition. Their coach does have a lot of work if they want to participate next year. And so this is something they will have to really put a lot of thought process into.
Here is Theodore for goal number 12. And that would be Theodore's 4th, I think, in the match.
goal in the 74th minute. 12 goals in the match.
This is actually goal number 4 for skipper Kwesi Theodore.
He's also on the hat.
So it's goal number 12 for FC Camerhogne. Goal scored in the 74th minute of play. And the net of the Sunjets goal continues to be constantly
shaking.
I'm not sure if it ever stopped shaking throughout this match.
No, it doesn't seem to be. I think it's going to be shaking again.
Here comes FC Camerhogne. Theodore slips this one forward for Shamari Mark. Shamari Mark looks to lob this one over the goalkeeper, but was under some pressure there by the defense and not being able to put it on target. So I believe Sunjets may be just going through the motion now. They have to compete. They have to complete the game, and not much they can do. They're 12 goals down.
Their play has been very scrappy in the last 5 or so minutes. and probably they have come to terms with what the result is going to be. So, as you just said, they're going through the motions and praying for the whistle to blow.
But FC Carmahan is still looking for more goals. There's going to be a golden boot award at the end of the tournament, and I'm sure some of these players may have their eyes on that prize. It's an opportunity to do so. Shamari Mark coming forward now. The pass from Kwesi Theodore wasn't a good one. And now it's with Dion Richard. Dion Richard is able to find his skipper Kendon John. John back into Richards. And they're looking to put together some passes down the left-hand side, but not been very consistent at doing that and just giving away the ball easily to FC Camerhogne. FC Camerhogne with an ambitious attempt here. It was never really going to be a challenging shot, I would think.
Well, it was never on target.
Passy conceding 4 in the second half. Kick in the middle of the field here for Sunjets. Are they going to push forward in numbers? Twin Francis ever present. He's behind that one again. Key figure in the Sunjets lineup.
Certainly, he seems to be the nucleus, the backbone of the team. One of the better players. He played well tonight, taking into consideration among the pressure that he was under. He played in the defense in the early stages and is now moved forward into middle. But this is a team game, and so although we know that sometimes you have players on the field that have individual talents and can make a big difference in the team's performance, but I don't think he's of that standard.
But that team is as strong as his weakest link.
Certainly.
So it's a team effort, as we said. Good defensive work here called on by the youngster. That's Raheem Griffith. See, Camerhogne still have some. Well, they just brought in 3 pairs of fresh legs moments ago.
Josh Hall, Lydon Cato, and
Kobe Rigby.
Kobe Rigby. Yeah.
And they're running at the defense of the Sunjets. All we can tell you is that Waggy-T Super Knockout continues tomorrow right here at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Unfortunately, we may not be able to bring you the live commentary, so we encourage you to come on down to the National Stadium tomorrow to be part of the live action. There are going to be 2 games as well tomorrow. Griffith making some moves inside of the penalty area. Managed to get the cross inside. Some difficulty in clearing here, but good recovery indeed by Dion Richard.
That seemed to be a handball there. Maybe the referee was right in position, so probably he didn't see that. But I thought the ball came off the hand of the defender.
Just giving away the ball quite easily in the middle of the field. Shamari Mark here.
Carmahan is running all over Sunjets at the moment.
Right on Kato. We've seen a lot of the balls since he came onto the field. Playing at the left-hand side of the field is Kato. Ever present Twin Francis now in defensive duties. So not a lot of exciting play at this time.
Certainly not.
The game has really broken down. Goalkeeper Chad Philippe so well composed, opting to take this one down on his chest.
Exercising great skill as a goalkeeper.
That just tells you
how confident and relaxed he is.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's Sunjets up against FC Camerhogne in game 1 of the Waggy-T knockout tournament. It's the 11th anniversary of this tournament, and Sunjets not having a good day today at all. As a matter of fact, they're trailing, I think, is what, 13 goals now? Is it 13 or 12?
12 goals.
We may need a computer to help us.
Certainly.
Yeah,
we have had so many goals. But you know, Smithy, last year in the first encounter of the Waggy-T competition, it was a lot of goals. I think the team got 13 or 14 goals in the first match of the competition last year. So usually, as you say, a weak team come up against a very strong team based on the draw. So you find a lot of goal scoring in the early stages of the competition. But as it progresses and the disparity between teams gets closer, we'll find better matches and greater encounters.
So it's 12 goals to nil in favor of FC Carmahan. And we can say Sunjets have done well in the second half. They conceded only 4 in the
goals.
second half,
Yeah,
as opposed to 8 in the first half.
I thought they started to play very well.
And they're really trying to find that consolation goal, so to speak. As we saw an attempt there.
An ambitious one.
An ambitious one, too.
Yeah.
Shamari Marquez has moved now to the left-hand side of the field. Looking to thread this one forward here to find Kobe. Kobe crosses this one. Doesn't have much support. Theodore is chasing here. But FC Camerhogne maybe not coming forward in great numbers as they were doing in the first half. Looking to maybe just play a more relaxed game now.
Playing it out, yeah. Just playing out the time. I guess it's about 15 or so more minutes in this first encounter.
Sunjets. Ezekiel Thomas. Looking for support. Get some support now. Shaba comes over with it here. That's Profit. But the ball easily won here by Camerhogne. Goalkeeper Parsi comes off his line to make the timely clearance. Here comes Camerhogne again, but Parsi off his line nicely. Strong challenge, a late challenge as well. Referee allowing it to continue. Mark missing this one. That could have been goal number 13. Twin has moved from right to left.
He's been playing all over the field today.
Kato. But Kobe has been caught in that offside position there. But we can tell you viewers there's going to be a second game following this game. And the second game would feature
Honved FC.
And they'll be coming up against St. John's Sports. St. John's Sports again, one of the Premier League teams. Honved United in the conference of the GFA tournament. So maybe it's a battle between David and Goliath again, similar to what we see here. What time would tell on this one?
I would hope for viewers that it will be of a better quality.
Well, we just
because Honved was one of the top teams in the nation at one point in time. But I know that they've been struggling for a while, and as is expected, teams do have different transitions. Some do go forward and as players migrate, move to other clubs, and for what other mitigative reasons. But Honved has not been playing very well for the last year or two. I hope they will be...
Good move here by Shaba. Good move here by Braffett, looking to find that consolation goal. Went through a few of the defenders for FC Camerhogne, and then had to contend with goalkeeper Chad Phillip, and that brought an end to his very nice run here. So still some positive football as we look back to see Braffett here going through a sea of defense here, and then had to contend with goalkeeper Phillip, who came up trumps on the occasion.
It was a good move. I think it was the best move from Sunjets for the whole entire game. He actually looked dangerous. He had control. He had 3 players around him. He was able to get through, but the ball just eluded him just at a point in time when he's about to shoot.
Foot race here. Ball won by the substituted Kobe, and Kobe has found the 13th goal in the 86th minute of play. So it's goal number 13.
That's Kobe Rigby.
So under 5 minutes left, and the goals still keep coming in.
13 goals to nil.
So somebody hearing the score line might be thinking, what sport? Not very often we hear these kinds of score lines in football.
Not really.
Unless it's American football.
Yeah, well, if you follow the Premier League very intrinsically, you would know the other day one team got an 8 and another team got a 7, and for a league of that standard, 8 and 7 is a lot of goals. So for this league here, and for a team that is just seated in the conference,
For match number 2 in the 11th annual Waggy-T Super Knockout.
So FC Camerhogne maybe still looking for some additional goals. I know Anthony Modest very well. He's going to say to his players, don't relax, let's keep the pressure on. I'm sure he's still standing on the touchline, Anthony Modest, and shouting commands out to his players. He's never satisfied yet with his players, Anthony Modest.
Tomorrow at 5, bring out the families, see 2 exciting matches. Montrich versus Telescope, followed by Spring versus St. David's FC. Then we're back again on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Game starts at 6.
so we come into the culmination of the first encounter in the 11th edition of the Waggy-T knockout competition, and it has been all Camerhogne FC, a team which has been playing very well over the last 2 or 3 years. In fact, they came from the conference and came right through and is now in the Premier Division of the Grenada Football Association's league. But Smithy, just on a general analysis, I've watched the construct of the team, the football that they're playing, and I've also observed the football from, like, say, the outfit from Victoria, the Grenville outfit, St. John's Sports, and I think going forward, Camerhogne will have to play a better quality of game if they really want to reach anywhere close to the quarter-final or final in this competition.
Yeah, they really have not been tested by any measure tonight.
Certainly not.
But we did see on occasions where the strikers were able to go past the defense. So they had to be mindful of that they can't be too confident or overconfident. They can't be too relaxed in defense, not even if they come up against a weaker opponent. But they're not really tested here tonight, so they really can't use this game as a measure of their strength.
Certainly not. And I think the coach, Anthony Modesti, is going to be cognizant of that fact. It's a good performance. It's a winning one. But I think he must be keeping in his mind that he's going to have stiffer competition as the tournament moves forward.
Well, I'm not sure what is the intent here by Sunjets, because they're 13 goals down. And they opting to go for what we call a time-wasting strategy in the dying moments here in the final minute of play.
Well, probably they thought they maybe had enough goals. So hold up the play and let the time run down. Yeah, but coming back to what we were just speaking about, while I didn't see great fluency, the passing construct was good, but I'm sure that Modest will be saying to the players, well, good performance, but there will be areas that they will have to work on.
So we enter into the dying moments of this game. 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages, and it's 3 minutes for Sunjets to prevent themselves from getting a 14th goal, and maybe 3 minutes for GBSS to look for 15. Sorry, not GBSS, but FC Camerhogne.
Camerhogne, yes, certainly. Very scrappy at the moment. And I say that with no apology. But you can expect a game of this quality. Sunjets is very, very tired at the moment. And probably there's a certain level of exertion creeping into the Camerhogne players. Probably they may be tired and want the game to come to a closure. They have really won it. And there's not much for them to play for anyway. Sunjets is still trying desperately. They haven't given up yet.
Sunjets, for the good of the game, may want to find that consolation goal. At least they can go home telling themselves that they have scored
in the Waggy-T competition. Yeah.
So they have another opportunity here, maybe the last opportunity of the game for them. 3 minutes has been allocated for time added on for stoppages. We see 3 players lining up behind this one, but it looks as though it's going to be Donnell Braffett Shabba, who's going to have a shot on goal. A 3-man wall being constructed here. Chad Phillip may very well be tested on this occasion. Let's see what Braffett can pull out on this occasion.
New National Party, always there for you. Forward. Always forward.
Braffett. Chips. Was not a shot, it was a chip actually. And I think he should have opted for a powerful shot from that distance. But he looked to chip it maybe towards the far post. And from all indications, he was just going up, and away. Not a good attempt at all by Braffett.
Certainly not.
FC Camerhogne looking to come forward with some speed, but had to deal with the defensive lineup here of Ken and John. And here comes Braffett now on his own account and been fouled outside of the penalty area. This may be a yellow card for the goalkeeper, but certainly it occurred outside of the penalty area and should be a direct kick here for Sunjets. Let's see what happens here.
This could be a serious injury for Shabba. No, he's getting up.
I thought at least the goalkeeper should have been given the yellow card here because he was the last line of defense, so to speak. And although it was not an opportunity where Shabba was going towards the goal, but being taken down should have warranted here a yellow card, in my opinion.
Yes, certainly.
So this time, Braffett would not line up behind this one. They're going to find maybe a Twain Francis. And I'm sure he's going to look to curl this one towards the left of the goalkeeper around the wall. Let's see what he does. Looks to make the shot play here. The shot comes in but rebounds off the defender. And they have to reset. They're still trying to come forward. But FC Camerhogne wins it now. And puts it long down the field, maybe seeing goalkeeper off his line and trying to elude him.
The encounter.
But the referee whistle goes to indicate it's the end of the game, a game that has been completely dominated by FC Camerhogne. The final score being 13-0. And they will slip comfortable tonight. Sunjets would have to regroup and rethink and come again for next year's tournament.
Yeah.
So it was a game, Patrick, where we saw from the 8th minute the first goal of the match scored by Kwesi Theodore. Kwesi Theodore went on to get 4 goals in this match. We also saw a hat-trick from Roma Frank, and then there was a brace for Raheem Stephen. There was also a goal for Raheem Griffith and one for the substituted
Kobe Rigby.
Kobe Rigby and also Shamari Mark was on the scoreline. There was an own goal by Stephen Francis in the 45th minute of play. So 13 goals have been scored on day 1 in match 1 of the Waggy-T Super Knockout Tournament. maybe we expected a little more from Sunjets. We expected also that FC Camerhogne would have won, but maybe not by that margin.
I thought that the encounter, actually it's the first time I'm seeing Sunjet play, but I really thought they would have put up a better performance. I thought the disparity in goals would have been, smaller. But nevertheless, as you alluded to at the start of our commentary, that based on the seeding and how the draw is put up, you always find that in these knockout competitions that you have a strong team coming up against a lesser team. I don't want to use the word weaker, but a lesser team. And this has been indicative based on the scoreline this afternoon. And probably the next encounter, we are looking for something closer in terms and a better quality of football for our viewers and listeners.
How often do you see 21 shots on goal? And that's the number of shots on goal FC Camerhogne had here as against 11 from
well, it's not it's not a regular scenario. It does it is indicative of the poor quality of defense that the Sunjets showed up with this afternoon. I think they have a lot of work to do. The coach within himself must be reckoning what could happen. I don't know if they take part in other competitions. Probably if there are other competitions in the area where they come from, they can continue playing on a continuous basis. That will give the team an edge. It will give the coach an opportunity to test what kind of game plan they're playing. It might also give him an opportunity to bring in new players, and probably for this specific competition next year, they will come with a better and stronger outfit.
Well, what I would like to say is that although Coach Anthony Modeste would feel comfortable that he has won by a handsome margin, there are opportunities for him to improve. I think he will have to work on the fitness of Raheem Stephen. He may also look at a combination between Patrick Modeste and a Shamari Mark on the field at the same time, and some other formulations as well. But we're going to leave you here now with the final scores being 13 goals to nil in favor of FC Camerhogne in day one of game one of the 11th anniversary of the Waggy-T Super Knockout Football Tournament. Don't go far. We'll be back momentarily with the second game of the night. It's going to feature St. John's Sports and CK Super Value Honved. We ask you to stay with us. On behalf of Keith Patrick, myself, Leslie Smith, we say stay with us. We'll be back with more live football action from the Kirani James National Stadium.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Is it too early to celebrate Christmas? No, not really. Because on Sunday, November 1st from 6 p.m., Megaforce Promotions presents the massive Christmas in November Bingo Online. And get this, you can win a whopping $20,000. Tickets cost only $20. Available now on gotofed.com or numerous box offices island-wide. And if that's not enough, look out for a live performance by Terra the Governor. Terra the Governor. Sunday, November 1st. Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggy-T Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo.
Goldfish Slots and Pool Center, located on the Carmahan, is now open daily from 10 a.m. Over 40 of your favorite slot games in a spacious and comfortable atmosphere. We're also open on Sundays from 12 noon, so check us out. Goldfish Slots and Pool Center, where winning is easy. Remember, patrons must adhere to all safety protocols.
Are you looking to rent chairs and tables? Then call Waggy-T Rentals. We rent tables and chairs for any event. We have 7 different types of chairs: plastic, folding chairs, gray and white, resin white chairs, conference chairs, even Shivari chairs in gold and white. We also rent 6 feet and 8 feet rectangular folding tables, 4 feet and 5 feet round tables, and even cocktail tables. Give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Carmahan, St. George.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new national party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Waggy-T Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators: 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Carmahan, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Waggy-T Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people. Are you planning an event or looking to rent tents? Then call the tent experts at Waggy-T Tent Rentals. We rent tents for all occasions. Tents in different colors, styles, and 25 different sizes. From as little as 10 by 10 to as large as 100 by 40. Call us at 439-TENT. That's 439-8368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Carmahan, St. George. We are Grenada's tent people.